Hello, my name is Portraits of Tracy, and I'm going to be going over how I made my latest single, The After Party. I know what you're thinking. Look, okay, I'm doing all of the How I Made's post-release. So yeah, for your information. So for today's episode, our workflow is going to be the same as the parties, just working in Logic, going across multiple projects. So yeah, let's get into it, baby. What? Here we are in the first ever demo project for the After Party. And I wrote the chord progression and I have the same gist, but just elementally it was a bit different. It was more simplified because I didn't have, in comparison to the church, I didn't have everything laid out in front of me like this big ass arcade. That's what it felt like when I was at the church. They just have everything for you, just there for you and just accessible and easy.
I was went inside the movement original, stole up movement original. Right.
Yeah. And everyone's nice there, so you know how to use that to my advantage, baby. But yeah. Here's the first project. Okay, so when I write my songs, usually it goes, chord progression, bass line. Really, with the first one, it's like mixed in, but usually it's chord progression, melody, drums, and then I write my songs from that. I stayed up until about 4 o'clock in the morning just playing, and honestly, I kind of love that this is the first instance of it, because it allows me to know, okay, this is how I know if this chord progression really sticks. Because, literally, if I can sleep with the chord progression, then I know it's good. It didn't pick up my snap. So guess what? It stayed. That was unsatisfying. Even the intro, everything was written out way prior to when I had it recorded. I'm saying way prior, like it wasn't a month Oh, and I hope you know that this episode is gonna be packed with stories. But when I got to London, you know, we didn't waste any time. Like we went to the pub and shit. I got to meet Paul like that. Like as soon as I got there, we went to a pub, got a couple of drinks and shit. I was getting to know everyone. We were just chilling. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, as soon as we get to the studio, in front of me, Paul Epworth is jamming out on this fucking Moog synthesizer, like this vintage big ass Moog synthesizer. But yeah, really, I had that demo for around technically 2 months before I got to, you know, really hone in and get it recorded, written in London. Okay, so when I was working on the after party, you know how I went piano, everything else, then drums, and yeah, I went home. But I had to splice together all of the piano takes because, you know, if you watch the outtakes video, I am not the perfect piano player by any means. I could not get this all recorded in just one take. So, you know, there's a lot of splicing going on, a lot of crossfading and shit, so I can keep my sanity. You know, the whole shebang bang. Yeah. And then it came to little layers and stuff that I wanted on there that I didn't. I was kind of like ad-libbing it out. Like I said, I got lucky with a lot of shit that worked. I have these acoustic guitar layers that are in the intro, but just barely audible. Like they're barely audible.
Shit not going.
Mío, mami, gente, me encanta esta vaina.
Yeah, it's just layering on top of the piano. I layered some weird ass guitars that I use like amplitude and all that shit with, you know. Oh God, system overload. They just layered on top and, you know, they did their thing. Tension and release. Oh, and I did this thing where I crossfaded the other viola sections to come in and kind of swarm. When I could have just did this with like another plugin, but hey, fuck it. It worked. When it was time to record the drums and stuff, I was saying like, what if I wanted more drums throughout the song like I had in the last project? And so I ended up recording those, but they just they didn't fit in the final thing, so I just took them out. Yeah, it sounds like fucking Hotel California with the drums. I bet you didn't hear that in that one. But yeah, you know, we got the drums and everything. And you know, oh fuck, I forgot to talk about the guitar solo. I recorded the guitars with Paul's jazz master that he had in the second studio. I forgot the other one. I think it was Studio B. Yeah, that studio. And I was in there just fucking around. It was the same studio I was producing all of this in. Okay, so if you listen to like at least a little bit of music, I'm pretty sure you can tell the main inspiration for this song was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Jesus. It was even in the mixing of the vocals that was my main inspiration, not just the lyrics. But I ended up going for this very dry sound, it has reverb, but it's unnoticeable.
Goodbye to a loved one's dead. Guns up to my head. One trigger pull is dead. These closed eyes have seen too much. I pack my bags to go out on a crutch.
More on the vocals, they were trying to get me to record this and like you know, the usual, okay, you get in the booth, we'll punch you in from this, you just go record as many takes, get the good delivery sort of thing. But honestly, you can see even now how I record. Like a handheld, I stop. Okay, that take wasn't as good.
Goodbye.
I ended up telling Walt to hop out of the studio session because it was like real personal. No, it was personal, but at the same time, I was just scared to do it in front of him because of the way that I sing. You know, then it's a little awkward.
I never could be.
And I ended up, even because of those acoustic guitars, I felt like they had to have a little bit more oomph under them. I ended up recording this jazz master layer under it. Oh, and this song is impossible to play normally on a guitar, so I can't even give a tutorial on that. This is just a lot of punching in to get the chords I wanted.
Baby, I've got to go.
It's sad. But okay, nigga, enough depression. Go about your day. No, I'm not. I can't. I'm in a different country. Hold on. It's kind of crazy because it's like I would never play my music this loud in my own house. And I'm in a place where I can play my music loud as shit. Without